Okay, so have you ever heard of Belgium? No, not like of it, but like really of it, like the kind of hearing where you're suddenly obsessed and need to know everything? Yeah, that's what this video is about. Belgium is seriously underrated. It's this small country in Europe, but it's like crazy important and beautiful and has like the best food ever. Seriously, we're talking waffles, chocolate, fries, the good stuff. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive into what makes Belgium so freaking cool. Get ready to be amazed. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about where Belgium actually, because I feel like no one really knows. Like, is it by Spain? Is it near, like, Sweden? Okay, so it turns out Belgium is smack dab in Western Europe, which is, like, prime real estate in Europe terms. We're talking bordered by France, Germany, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. This means, like, road trip, anyone? You can literally roll out of bed in Brussels and be eating croissants in Paris before you know it. And let's be real, that's the dream. Oh, and don't even get me started on the regions. Belgium is like this weird but wonderful mix of Dutch-speaking Flanders, French-speaking Wallonia, and then Brussels, which is like the bilingual queen bee in the middle. It's like having 3 countries in one, but with like way better chocolate. Okay, so you know how everyone's always talking about like Paris being the city of love and New York being the city that never sleeps? Well, Brussels is like the city of being really freaking important. I'm talking important. No, seriously, Brussels, Belgium's capital, is like the headquarters of everything. We're talking the European Union, NATO. Basically, if it's a big deal in Europe, it's going down in Brussels. So imagine like walking down the street and seeing a politician every 5 seconds. It must be like a real-life episode of House of Cards, but with less, backstabbing and more waffles. But seriously, the fact that Belgium is this hub for global politics and diplomacy is kind of mind-blowing. Like, they're literally working on world peace while simultaneously making the best beer on the planet. Multitasking at its finest. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, history isn't really my thing. Like, I barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning, let alone what went down 1,000 years ago. But even can appreciate Belgium's history. I mean, we're talking medieval architecture, ancient battlefields. Basically, it's like walking through a real-life history book, but with better snacks. And if you're into that whole art scene, Belgium is like the birthplace of cool. We're talking the Flemish masters like Jan van Eyck and Peter Paul Rubens. Imagine being able to just casually stroll through museums filled with their masterpieces. I'm talking paintings so good they'll make you want to cry or at least take a really artsy selfie. And don't even get me started on the cities. Bruges, Antwerp, Ghent, they're all straight out of a fairy tale. Cobblestone streets, canals, buildings that look like they're about to start singing. It's seriously magical. Chapter 4. School's in session and everyone's trilingual. Okay, so imagine this. You're chilling in Belgium, grabbing some fries with friends, and everyone's casually switching between 3 different languages. No big deal. That's just everyday life in Belgium. They don't mess around when it comes to education. We're talking a top-notch system where kids are basically fluent in multiple languages before they can even tie their own shoes. Dutch, French, English, German, you name it. They probably speak it. It's kind of intimidating, honestly. And the universities, don't even get me started. KU, Leuven, Ghent University, these are the Harvard and Yale of Belgium. They're known for groundbreaking research and being all around awesome. So basically, if you want to feel really, really dumb about your own education, go hang out with a Belgian student. They'll probably be fluent in Mandarin and have already discovered a new element or something. Chapter 5. The people. Basically, everyone's awesome. Okay, so I've heard it said that Belgians are the nicest people you'll ever meet. And let's be real, when it comes to Europeans, they usually know how to live life to the fullest. And the thing is, because Belgium is so multicultural, everyone's super open-minded and chill. They're used to different languages, cultures, the whole shebang. So you can just be yourself, no judgment here. Plus, they really value their downtime. Work-life balance is a thing. And family and friends always come first. Which, yes, please. Imagine ending your workday at a reasonable hour, then meeting up with friends at a cute little cafe for some beer and fries. That's just a Tuesday in Belgium. Honestly, it sounds kind of perfect. Chapter 6. Food, glorious food, and drinks, obviously. Okay, are you ready for this? Because we're about to talk about the good stuff, the food. And trust me, Belgium does not disappoint. First up, waffles. And I'm not talking about those sad, soggy excuses for waffles you get at the supermarket. I'm talking about fluffy, golden brown perfection, usually topped with mountains of whipped cream, fruit, and all the good things in life. Then there's the chocolate. Oh my god, the chocolate. Belgium is basically chocolate heaven. They have 1,000,000 different chocolatiers, and each one is better than the last. And don't even get me started on the fries. Like forget those skinny, flavorless things you get at fast food chains. Belgian fries are thick-cut, double-fried, and come with like a million different dipping sauces. And then, of course, there's the beer. Belgium is basically synonymous with beer. They have like 1,000 different varieties, from light and refreshing to dark and intense. It's like a beer lover's paradise. Chapter 7, Festival Life. Choose your own adventure. Okay, so you know how some countries are like all about that quiet life? Yeah, Belgium is not one of those countries. They know how to party and they do it right. We're talking music festivals, cultural celebrations, the whole shebang. First up, Tomorrowland. Ever heard of it? It's only one of the biggest, craziest, most insane electronic music festivals in the world. Like imagine a rave in a fairy tale forest, and you're still not even close. Then there's the Carnival of Binch, which is like this UNESCO-recognized explosion of color, music, and tradition. And if flowers are more your thing, Brussels has this thing called the flower carpet, where they basically cover the entire Grand Place in a giant tapestry of flowers. It's like the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Basically, no matter what time of year you go to Belgium, there's bound to be something epic going on. Just pack your dancing shoes and your appetite for fun. Chapter 8, Sightseeing that'll make your jaw drop. Okay, so we've established that Belgium has amazing food, awesome people, and knows how to party. But did I mention it's also insanely beautiful? Like, I'm talking picture-perfect villages, stunning architecture, and scenery that'll make you want to, like, quit your job and become a wandering photographer. First up, Bruges. This city is like straight out of a fairy tale. Canals, cobblestone streets, buildings that look like gingerbread houses. It's the kind of place that makes you want to wear a flowy dress and pretend you're a princess. Then there's Antwerp, which is like Bruges' cooler, more modern cousin. It's known for its fashion scene, its diamond district, and its generally cool vibes. And of course, there's Brussels, which has that perfect mix of old and new. You've got your historic buildings, your grand squares, and then, boom, the Atomium, this giant futuristic structure that looks like an atom. Honestly, you could spend weeks exploring Belgium and still not see everything. But hey, that's just another reason to go back, right? Chapter 9. Living the Good Life. The Belgian Way. Okay, so imagine this. You wake up in your charming Belgian apartment, the smell of fresh bread wafting in from the bakery downstairs. You grab a coffee and a pastry, hop on your bike, and head to work, feeling totally stress-free because, like, traffic doesn't really exist in Belgium. After work, you meet up with friends for some beers at a cozy pub, then head home to cook a delicious meal with ingredients you picked up at the local market. Sound too good to be true? Well, that's just everyday life in Belgium. They consistently rank high in like every quality of life survey ever. And it's not hard to see why. They have amazing healthcare, their public transportation is on point, and their social services are top-notch. Plus, they just know how to live. They work hard, but they also prioritize family, friends, and enjoying life's simple pleasures. Honestly, I'm starting to think I need to move to Belgium. Outrow, Belgium, you're officially invited, so there you have it. Belgium, the country with everything. We're talking stunning scenery, delicious food, friendly people, and a way of life that's basically the definition of living your best life. Honestly, I'm not sure why we're not all living in Belgium already. It's like the perfect combination of everything. So, what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready to experience Belgium for yourself. You won't regret it. And hey, if you do go, let me know. I'm down for a waffle date anytime. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel adventures. See ya!